So I've done a ton of manifestation videos on this channel, and today I'm going to bring you a brand new tip that you maybe have never heard before, but this is a really good way for you to reframe your energy and to use the things that you do in your daily life to help you get exactly what you want. So if that sounds like something you want to know, then stick around, we're gonna get right into it. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I'm a spiritual life and business coach, and you have found my YouTube channel where I create 2 new videos every week all about combining personal growth and manifestation together so that you can create your best life, because you can't do one without the other. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, then be sure to join me on this journey of expansion and transformation and hit that subscribe button. So as I said at the top of the video, today I'm going to give you a manifestation hack that's going to help you to rethink your energy so that you can start to shift things and change and become more the person that you really want to be, so that you start to attract in exactly what you want in life. So this is a manifestation hack, and you may have heard this phrase before and may have never thought to apply it to the world of manifestation, but here is the trick. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, okay? The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So I want to challenge you right now to think about your life and think about the areas in your life where you are not showing up. And I would challenge you to think a little bit deeper and think about how you are not showing up in the same ways in different areas of your life, right? So I'm not just saying this because I want to call you out on bad behavior. Of course, none of us are perfect. We all have things that we are working on. But I want you to start to look at this as a big clue about where you need to place your energy and where you need to place your attention and what you need to work on shifting. So that in itself probably doesn't sound that revolutionary, but here is how you can really use this to get real results in your life, okay? So say you are starting a business, say you are a burgeoning entrepreneur and you are trying to manifest clients into you right now and it doesn't seem to be working. But maybe you know that in another area of your life, you have a problem being seen. You don't like being the center of attention. You don't like having people, look at you, pay you compliments, do that kind of thing towards you. So let me now flip it and have you look at your entrepreneurship problem. So if you're having a problem attracting clients, maybe it's because the same thing is happening. Maybe it's because people aren't seeing you. You aren't feeling comfortable putting yourself out there. That means that they can't resonate with you, and because they're not resonating with you, they aren't coming in to work with you. So do you see how that can kind of all work together? These two things look on the surface like they have nothing to do with each other, but when you dive down a little deeper, you can actually see that they come from the same place and the same issues. And it's really true. We go out and replay the same things in our life over and over and over again, most of the time without even realizing it. So, but here's the cool thing about this approach. Here's the cool way that we can start to hack this to manifest the things that we want, right? So when you're trying to manifest something and you're feeling stuck, you're probably banging your head against the wall and thinking, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working, right? And it's very common to feel like kind of frustrated, desperate energy. So that kind of energy though isn't going to solve the problem. It's not going to get you to the next level. It's not going to get you past where you are now. Our brain just loves to go into chaos mode. And when it's in a situation like that, it says, I don't know. When the truth is, we can always come up with new ideas for ourselves. We can always create a new game plan. We can always think of new approaches to the same old problem. But when we're stuck in the I don't know loop, it seems really true. It seems like there isn't anything we can do to fix our situation. So the cool thing though about this hack is, because you're spinning your wheels over here, because you're freaking out and thinking, I don't know, this is never going to work, whatever, you're already kind of in that panic state, and it can be really difficult to get yourself out of that panic state. So I'm going to suggest that instead of tackling this big problem that you're really concerned about head on, that you think kind of about what you need to do for that problem, and then you start to apply that solution to a different area of your life, one where you don't feel so emotionally invested, one where you don't feel so desperate and so, frustrated with the way things are going, right? So I'm sure that you've noticed in life already, it seems like a funny thing, but the less resistance that we have to something, the easier it comes into our life. But of course, the resistance comes from us. And again, if you're in this chaos state of, I don't know how, or it's too hard, or I'm never gonna get there, like whatever the soundtrack in your brain is saying, you are just creating a whole lot of resistance for yourself in that area. So it is going to be really difficult for you to restart and change your energy and change direction and get back on the right path, right? That's not to say it can't happen, but it is a challenging thing. It's like you have this momentum of the downward spiral, and now you're trying to get the momentum back up, and it's really hard at first to turn the direction around, but you can do it. And like I said, this method of applying the idea from one area to another is a great way for you to do that, right? So for example, say you are trying to work on money and you can kind of see what the problem is, but you can't quite figure out how to apply what you think to your current situation. You can take those principles and apply them to something else. So maybe to your friendship or to your relationship or something like that. And just kind of sit back and play with it and watch and see what happens. Try to step into this different role. Try to embody the thing that you think you need to embody, but embody it in a different arena of your life. So what I think will happen, you'll find in this approach, is that you are going to make suddenly a lot of progress in this other area, even though it wasn't the area you were freaking out about and really trying to change. When you take this principle and apply it over there, it's going to suddenly kind of take off. It's going to do something different. It's going to see a massive improvement. And what that is going to do is going to start to reinforce your identity now as this person who just acts like this, and B, also give you some of your mojo back and some of your confidence back. So you're not feeling like you're failing all the time. So you're feeling like you're making progress and you're proud of what is happening. So if you can feel like you're proud of what's happening and you're seeing things happen in your real life, it's going to be a lot easier now to bring this new behavior over into the place where you really want to use it. We don't start off by tackling this. Like, you can try to tackle it, but like I said, it's going to be hard, like pushing the rock up the hill, right? It's going to have a lot of resistance. So if we take the same principles and put them over here and start to do them in another area or even in multiple other areas, you are going to find those areas will improve on their own, even though you weren't like setting out necessarily to improve them, but they're going to make you feel different, and they are going to make you feel like this person who just acts like this all the time. And that is going to make it way easier for you to bring this behavior over here, right? So that's the backwards hack. That is how we do one thing is how we do everything. So instead of taking that to your big pain point, take that to a lower level pain point, a lower threshold thing, something that isn't an emergency. Start to apply it there and then wait, and eventually your behavior is going to come back in this area as well. Like, it's just a place for you to begin over here. But the point is, you're going to try to bring the behavior everywhere. If we try to just target one spot, that is why it's so hard. It's like we have to put on a new cap and think of ourselves differently in this one situation, where if we just start to show up differently in every area of our life, that also makes it easier, because that's just a part of our embodiment. That's a part of our identity shift. That's part of us just stepping into who we actually need to be in order to get what we want. So try this out. See what you can come up with. Think about your big main pain point and what you think you need to do in order to change that. And then don't do that, don't apply it there yet, but go and apply it to something else in your life and see what happens. I'm just gonna test this out, you guys, see what happens. I've tried this in my life and I believe it works, and I just wanna see what your results are as well. So if you try this out, if this works for you, comment down below. I'd love to hear how it goes. So please come back and let me know. This is all just an experiment, and the more fun we can have, the better it is for everybody. So thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, please give me a like. If you know a friend that could use this message, go ahead and pass it along to them. I'd love your help in growing this community here. If you want to watch more from me, you can go ahead and watch my latest upload right here. And if you want to hang out for the long haul, go ahead and hit subscribe right over here. Thank you again so much for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, I'm wishing you an amazing week. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.